Hi guys, and welcome back to Loving Keto, Ron's weight loss journey, and I'm Ron. Well, if you're new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and if you're a returning member, welcome back. And if you're a new member, could you please like, share, and subscribe to that, that bell notification button above the video. You know the routine. It helps other people know when they post the latest video like this one. And before we get started, I'm not a medical doctor. I don't make any medical claims. This is all based on my own personal journey. So please do your research first before you get started. Well, today marks the end of week 81 keto results, and I thought I'd give you an update on my weight loss progress, or my not so weight loss progress. So we started the week off last week at 211 pounds, and we had a really great month and a great week. And so this past week we ended up gaining 3 pounds. So this morning I weighed us up and we were 214 pounds, which is no big deal. A lot of it's just a little bit of a bloat from all those almond flour recipes that I made this past week. So I just got to be careful and vigilant on the almond flour going forward and what I eat and make because it does pack carbs, and if you're not careful and you don't be accountable for your journey, you're going to gain weight from it. But so what we did for activity this week, well, first of all, we'll start the good news off. I got my first paycheck this week from the publication job that I'm doing for the Sentinel Enterprise and the Fitchburg Sentinel Enterprise. So they've been wanting to hire me for quite a long time now, and I finally got on board, sent them all the paperwork that they needed to process any funding that might have came in. And the publisher got a hold of me this past week and needed my invoices of the work that I did this past month, and I got a check for like $400. It just showed up in my checking account, so I was really happy with that. And the other girl publisher, she's the reporter that got me on board for the paper because they're really short-handed on help right now. She asked me to send a photograph to her, and I sent what they want the photograph for is to send me a press badge, because when I'm on location I can identify myself as I'm there taking photography for the Sentinel Enterprise. And it gets me a lot of access to a lot of things that I normally wouldn't have been able to do. But most people who know me in the city, they know that I'm there taking photographs for the city archives, and I store them at the Historical Commission office and for the city there. Every time they ask me for photographs, we created a file, and we get all our photographs that we've taken over the years, and along with some video. But that's typically what I do. On my weight loss journey this week, we did walking a few places. We walked at Berg Park, and we didn't do the Doyle Estate because we had that snowstorm last Friday. Now the ground's getting kind of bare again because the temperature has been kind of like back to normal temperatures for this time of year, and it's supposed to be in the 50s this coming week. I didn't see any snow inside, so we're definitely going to get out there and get some walking in. Now today, Monday, we have a couple of jobs today. We're going to go to the library and do a couple of photos they got something going on over there. The publisher asked me to go down and take some photography. And then at the 12:30 at the Lower Common area, the thing that's going on in the United Kingdom or the Ukraine, Mayor's going to be raising their flag in the Lower Common area, and I'm going to grab also photography of that for them, and that'll be a couple of stories I'll be getting paid. And then Friday I got another paying job in the morning. And so that's 3 paying jobs this week. That's on the calendar, but we go out and we get paid so much. Actually, it's $75 each time I go on a location, and I have to pay tax on that, and that's fine. But it's easy for me, and if I only got to be there 5 or 10 minutes, grab out a story, a few names, and boom, I'm out of there. And then I edit the photographs, and I write a little paragraph, and I send it off to the publisher, and I create an invoice, and I put all the information on the invoice, so I make sure I get paid for it. And it's pretty much easy. And so this week I'll just show you behind me. I have the Rocco. He's been sitting on a pond we have here in Leominster called Rockwell Pond. And basically you can take a chance on the dummy lifeguard, and when you can clearly see it's got a cement brick to hold it down because it's been quite windy over the last few weeks. And when he sinks into the water, if you take a chance at our local city hall, it costs like $20 for a chance to win whatever the prize money is, but you got to guess the exact time and date that it went into the pond. And so it's pretty interesting. I'm not saying he's not ready to dive under based on that photograph, but he's getting close. I'd probably say probably around the first week of April or so. But anyways, so we had a 3-pound gain, and we did some walking this past week. Medical update this week. Everything is fine. I'm still experiencing my leg collapsing. On the new doctor, she called me up this past week, and we made an appointment to have my leg investigated to see why it's collapsing. I suspect it's coming in from the knee area, but I want to have that area and the hip area checked out so we can eliminate both possibilities with an x-ray, and then we'll just go from there and see if it can be corrected or see what's involved in being corrected so we can just move on. Now, what do we got planned for next week? We're going to continue with our work for the Fitchburg Center and Enterprise, and we're going to get out there every day, and we're going to do some walking and good weather days. Oh yeah, and I ordered a new Apple iPhone Pro Max 13. It's on order. I haven't got the confirmation on the shipping number yet, but they gave me my new phone number, and I'm really looking forward to that. Now I film out most of my stuff on my Canon M50, which I really love. I need to get a couple of camera lenses for it, and I am going to be investing in a new camera and probably a DSLR, something for around $3,500 for my budget. But as I get jobs for the Sentinel and Enterprise, they pay every 30 days, by the way, and that's how this particular company works. And they're marvelous to work for, because it's not like I got to work in a store, and deal with customers all day long and moving. I love that job, but it was just too much for me for that type of job. But I got nothing to be ashamed of there. At least I tried anyway. But this is really what I wanted right along, and I got what I wanted. And then, like I mentioned before in many of my videos, I've always got what I wanted through God and the power of prayer. I firmly believe that, and if you guys don't, please get right with Him, because we got some things going on, and I don't want to talk about it, but I became born again Christian back in the 70s, and I renewed my faith again just before my weight loss journey, and as a result, I'm down 113 pounds, and I feel absolutely fantastic. Now, it was just funny. So when we got a new doctor, I went into their website because they had to update my medical information to them, and it's stored back all the way back to like 2012 when I first started seeing that facility. And I went back to some of my older charts on my weight. And one of my weights that I pulled off of there with the results and everything there, I weighed 336 pounds. So I lost well over 125 pounds going back all the way to that. And my heaviest I ever weighed was when I got married. I was almost 400 pounds. And I can remember at one point when I went to go get an MRI up in Worcester, probably about 5 years ago or so, I was 367 pounds. So you can see I was quite big all my life. And we bought a Imusa, IMUSA. It's a pancake maker, and we're going to try and make some pancakes. Now this makes 4 pancakes. It works like the mini dash. So what I had in mind is we're going to do a product review. We're going to make the 4 pancakes. We're going to make 2 blueberry, 2 plain. We're going to see how long each take at the same time. And then we're going to do the same method on the grill, the pancake grill that I have. And then we're going to do the same method on a frying pan, stovetop. And then we'll see how long each one takes. And I'll give you my taste test and a comparison. And that should be a pretty interesting video. And but be watching for that. And don't forget, on March 12th, Steffi Newman from the Incredible Shrinking Steffi and her Facebook support group, The Shrinkables, and 2 other fellow YouTubers, or fellow lady YouTubers, I should say, and myself, we're going to be doing her first ever live stream on YouTube. And it'll be basically a Q&A session and anything you want to talk about keto, and we'll probably have like an introduction. Each one of us will introduce ourselves, and maybe a little bit of brief biography would be good. And I thought that would be absolutely terrific, and she's never done one of those. I know she's really getting excited about it. So am I. I've been after her about it for a while, and it should be fun. I just bought a webcam I'm going to be checking out later today, and when I get time this week, make sure everything works good with that. And if it doesn't, well, we'll bring it back to the store and get our money back, but it should be fine. I'm pretty much computer savvy. I know how to do a lot of that stuff. And so yesterday, actually Saturday, I went up to Barnes & Noble and I did a job for the Sentinel and Enterprise. A girl by the name of Erin Logan, she's an author, and she did a book signing. and a fellow by the name of Mark Bedanza, which is another local historian that I volunteer with at the Leominster Historical Society. He took time out to pose for a book with her for me for a photography photograph, and then the mayor stopped in Medina Mazzarella, and I grabbed the photograph of her and him together, and I submitted the photographs off to the paper. And that was they did a full page story on her, but they just wanted to follow up. And so that was another paying job I got, and like I said, and then I went over to the place called the DAR, which is the Daughters of American Revolution, and high school seniors were awarded the Good Citizenship of the Year program that they have over there, and I grabbed out a number of photography for them and submitted some photographs over there for publication, and then that Rocky photograph was another job, and the 2 jobs coming in tomorrow and the one Friday. So you can see, and it's not even the busiest time of the year. The winter time is usually pretty dead. So anytime they get me call and they say, Ryan, can you go on a location for me tonight, grab out some photographs? If I'm not doing anything, heck yeah, because that's easy money for me, and I love it. And most people here in the city know who I am, anyways. So it's a win-win situation for me and for them too. And so when I get my new badge next week, there I'll show it to you and hold it in my hand to show you what it looks like. But it'll give me a little more access to when I might not be able to. But the thing of it is, when I go out on the location and I do photography, I want to just show them my badge and say, are you okay with me taking some photographs, especially kids, because kids is not something that I would take photographs of without getting the parents' permission, and I always try to take from the back side or from the side, because I don't want to get myself in that situation, and always make sure I get permission from the parent to publish the photograph. But going forward, that's what we got going on. Now, this week we plan on making some keto meals this week. I'm going to film out some more meals and put them up on the channel. And thank you for all the new subscribers that recently joined. And we're going to do not this coming week, but the following week, we're going to go back and do another 5-day egg fast. We're going to get down to the big push to get the weight down to close to around 200 pounds, or around 205 is my goal before the end of March. And I'm pretty sure I can do that, even though I'm 214 right now. A lot of it's just water. It'll come up. I'm not worried about it. Remember, it's not a race to the scale. It's a journey, and it's a lifelong journey, and it's going to take a long time to get the weight off. Your weight didn't come on in one day. You took a lifetime to put the weight on. It's going to take a journey to get the weight off, and a lot of dedication and a lot of hard work. And again, I don't get paid for the YouTube channel. It doesn't make any difference to me if I ever get paid for the YouTube channel. The channel was created to just document my journey and to help other people along the way that want to follow me, and that's all it was. And I got the spiritual message from God to put myself out there publicly, and to for you guys to so I can be accountable for my weight. And for you guys to remind me from time to time when I'm falling off my wagon, not to give up. And it's been a marvelous experience working with the YouTube community and many Facebook friends that I have. And I met many of them and most of them, and it's been really fun and a pleasure. But anyways, enough said of that. Like I said, if you're new to my channel, welcome. Could you please subscribe to my channel? And I'll probably do like a midweek week and posting some more recipes that I'm planning on filming out. You might want to be watching for I'm making a pizza, but I'm going to make a pizza with fruit, and it should be interesting. And I never had that before. And then I want to try a blueberry keto loaf. That should be fun. But anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay vigilant. Remember, you guys are amazing. Oh yeah, and the most important thing, remember, caring and sharing.